I don't even know how many, but my last opponents have been former world champions, huge main events, huge fights, and now got this young guy in his 20s who finished his last 5 opponents representing France, got a lot of momentum behind him, and let's see if I still got it to fight these young guys, and it feels good, man. You know, it feels good to win. It was a long training camp. It was stressful, had a lot on my back, and it feels good to win. No, I thought he was going to want to grapple. I really did. In the moment in there, I didn't feel like he was a big puncher. He looked like a big guy, and he's finished guys on the feet. I mean, he's finished all of his wins. But I thought he was going to be a bigger puncher. When he was landing those shots, they weren't that much knockdown power behind him. But I was surprised by his strength. He was pretty strong. He was physically strong, but I thought technically, I know he comes from a judo background, I thought his hips and his grip strength was going to be better against the fence. I took myself down every time. You know, when I was on the mat, it was because I jumped guillotines. And you miss all the ones you don't jump, first of all. But I thought he was going to be a little bit tougher with the takedowns against the fence. We got to see. I got to get home and see what makes sense with my coaches and my wife and my management and just see what's next. I'm not trying to, brag or be boastful, but I've done a lot in the sport, and I've been fighting for a long time, and I've done a lot, and I've checked a lot of boxes, but there's one that's still unchecked, and that's being the world champion. I honor what I do, man, and Eddie Alvarez gave me a shot when he was a former champion, and I was an up-and-comer, and you have to do it. That's the nature of what we do. Losing my last fight, never losing 2 in a row, fighting this young up-and-comer who's finishing everybody, I had to win this one. For me, I felt like, so that was more stressful because I was putting it on myself. And he's still young. If he dedicates himself and picks himself back up, and obviously he has the mental fortitude to do it, if he decides to do it, I think he can. I felt it in there. He's very strong. If he keeps evolving, getting better, he'll be right back where he was. He's a maniac. But he told me in the locker room, remember, champ, don't jump guillotine. Don't do it. Circle off the fence. Don't jump guillotine. He told me that multiple times. I don't know. The lightweight division has been so murky and not a clear path to anything for anybody. And now it's even more so with Max coming up. Let's say he does beat Gaethje. What's happening? I don't know. Everyone told me not to jump the guillotine. Mike Brown told me 100 times this week. Gamrot told me a bunch of times in the locker room. It was part of my plan, not the coaches. And I'll jump another one, I promise you.